All right, so the 7 of you who have decided to actually watch all 3 parts of this video are in for a treat.
There may be 4.
The best part is straight ahead.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you what I really hated about this pay-per-view.
But first, here's some commercials. Just kidding.
Dun, 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 dun. So, match number 5 on this show was an open challenge issued by Axel Rotten and Cojones.
Balls, Mahoney.
Yes, and there was a big balls chant, which was awesome, but bad, but awesome.
But to appeal to the Latin audience, they changed his name to Cojones.
Cojones, and by the way, it's spelled K-A-H-O-N-E-Y-S.
Because they allowed him to spell his own name. After that many chair shots, you probably wouldn't be able to spell Cojones, right? Anyway.
I don't know about you, but when I spell balls, I spell it with 2 B's, an H, and a Z at the end.
And a random X.
Silent.
With an accent mark.
They issued an open challenge. Cojones had a pretty good promo. And, of course, Team 3D came out with Joel Gertner, unfortunately.
Was he wearing the neck brace?
No, I don't think he was wearing I can't remember. I don't think so.
Or was that just his neck fat? I don't remember.
Either one.
His fat needs a brace.
I really never missed him.
His run-in with JBL was comical.
Yeah, and you know
I
what?
enjoyed that.
You know what? Vince McMahon brought him into One Night Stand for about a minute. And that's kind of the...
Because that's kind of the extent of Joel Gertner's talent.
He did a very long promo. The first part of it was really, really gross and, like, obscenely sexual. And I'm not, like, a prude or anything, but it was just kind of disgusting. And, of course, these Zorons began to fan, that's hardcore.
Oh, man, because they know hardcore.
They really do.
Down at Universal Studios.
But Gertner redeemed himself somewhat by giving a really great ring introduction for Team 3D. I especially liked him saying, Team 3D! It was really good.
Members of EC 2.0.
While this was happening, and this was happening through a great deal of the show, but I only noticed it at this point, some girl in the audience was going, "Ah! Ah!" screaming at the top of her lungs, and I swear I thought Age of the Fall was about to come out. And the worst part about that was the most excitement I felt over the course of this pay-per-view was when I was like, Age of the Fall? Maybe they'll No.
Maybe she had accidentally... Maybe she was a WWE John Cena fan that accidentally wound up in the audience and was screaming bloody murder due to the sheer pain she was being subjected to in her orange C-Nation shirt.
So the Dudley Boys sorry...
Oh, 3D. Come on, man. Come on. They haven't been the Dudleys for months now.
Team 3D and Rotten and Cojones. You're going to make me do this.
Was he Axel Rotten or just Rotten?
He was Axel Rotten.
Because it would have been Rotten Cojones.
Yes, thank you for...
That's right, TNA. You can use that one. I'm not going to copyright it.
And they will, because I'll tell you... Taz and Tenay spent a great deal of time on commentary giggling over the Cojones joke. I mean, it was insane. They kept the whole match. It was like
it means boss.
They were giggling like 10-year-olds who just found their dad's porno collection. I mean, it was bad. They had an old school Philadelphia street fight, which again would have worked a lot better had you been in Philadelphia.
I don't think the Philadelphia street fight ever faced the humidity that they were facing.
Yeah. It's hard to have a Philadelphia street fight when you're sweating quite that much.
And all the mosquitoes.
That's right. This match was bad. This match was really, really bad. And it was bad for a brawl.
This is a guy who likes test, so... Just so you know what bad really means to this guy.
You like Trevor Murdoch, so don't even give me that
Don't make me re-invocicize my right to change this.
I was disgusted by this match. I was bored by this match. The truck did some stupid fucking split screen thing that made it... Basically, it was very effective if the goal was to make it so that you couldn't really tell what was going on. If that was the goal, then...
The goal was to deceive people and create mass confusion.
Yeah, I mean, seriously...
The Fox News producers were running the truck, apparently.
All the people that lost their jobs when Hogan and Bischoff came in to take this over, and you can't fire the damn production people that fuck up everything...
Let's show you a replay. Oh, we just missed a great move. But you got to see that replay.
I'm convinced they don't have instant replay anymore. I saw none of it during the show. Anyway, so, you know, between that...
You were blacking out during the show.
Between that and the giggling over cojones and it was impossible to follow. And on top of all that, this was so bad, and the TNA fans... The Impact Zone fans, the Zorons, if you will,
Kool-Aid,
started chanting, "This is wrestling."
Num, num, num,
during a brawl, directly after Brother Ray cut a promo talking about how this was not going to be a wrestling match, this was going to be a street fight.
We're not listening.
God. I was trying to think of something witty and clever, but it just deserted me.
That's because you almost became a Zoran. Just by chanting. You almost lost all wit.
That's
or
right.
Humor
That's right.
Or common sense.
Just one of the worst brawl matches ever done.
Wasn't
then
wasn't Zoran the guy from Power Rangers?
No, it was
Zoltar.
Zoltar, yeah.
No, that was the machine in Big.
Okay, it was. I don't know.
I think Zoran was the guy.
Well,
with
then
the
it's
Power
even
Rangers.
more appropriate.
They all have fat heads and talking a cloud dome.
I just want to point out that as I was taking notes on this show, I had just finished writing. This is one of the worst, most poorly done brawl matches I've ever seen. And just as I wrote that, they brought out toy lightsabers and started fighting with them
so early.
Yeah. And the fans started chanting, "Use the Force," and they were plastic toys, and the announcers were still making cojones jokes, and then the fans start chanting ECW, and then they start chanting, "This is awesome," and it's like
overload of all the different things happening at once, and it's just like a car wreck of everything TNA.
And then the finish of the match was the exact same finish of the main event for the original One Night Stand. The exact same finish.
No, it wasn't. It's different.
Except it wasn't Dreamer.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
And it had cojones. That means balls!
Yeah.
Good one, TNA.
And then the gangsters showed up. The gangsters who were absent for the One Night Stand shows for good reason. And decided they want to get in on the hardcore, beat the shit out of Team 3D, and then they just all kind of spontaneously started hugging.
Every time I beat the crap out of somebody, I hug them afterwards.
Yeah, me too. So I guess it was okay. It was stupid. In case you didn't get that, it was stupid.
He thinks it was stupid.
I do think it was stupid. There was some more bullshit talk. TNA fans, Kaz name-dropped Chris Daniels, which I thought was funny.
Oops.
And of course, they talked more about how Joey Styles wasn't there, so in case you didn't get it, Joey Styles, who's like kind of one of the big guys in the old ECW, wasn't there. Heyman wasn't there either, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, but Sandman was there.
Sandman was there, yes.
Cojones. Balls.
You know what's funny is that when I was just briefly going back to the One Night Stand shows, which I also watched, Tanaka, who was also not on the show,
awesome, by the way,
who was also not on the show. They didn't have Tajiri either, and they didn't have Super Crazy.
So they're racist.
No Lucha Libre on the show whatsoever. None.
No Psychosis.
No Psychosis.
Of the liver? Oh, that was Hulk Hogan.
No Mexicools.
We are super. We are crazy.
But right before the main event of One Night Stand 2, Balls Mahoney defeated Tanaka after a chair shot, which I just thought was hilarious.
One Night Stand 1 had the Tanaka Awesome match, which was the best match on the card.
Oh my god, yes, I remember
even
watching
made Mick Foley
if you want to watch
turn in favor of Mike Awesome.
Zorons, TNA fans, okay? If you want to watch a hardcore match
with the real TNA,
and you don't want to watch the original ECW because that's just too old school for you, and your attention span is like, the life of a mayfly, go watch the original One Night Stand and watch the Awesome Tanaka match. That's a hardcore match.
And you should also stay tuned for part 4.